I want to talk a little bit about expertise. Because one of the things that I think about as a content creator and a writer, AI, and I've had it happen in my own work, is that it's going to steal my expertise from me, or it's going to democratize expertise so much. I mean, you already see this with things like Canva, right? You had the CEO of Adobe on, which was a great interview. And, he talked about the fact that everyone has a story inside them, but they don't always have the tools to properly express that story. And that Adobe and also AI will basically give everyone the tools to express the story. And that really got my feathers in a ruffle because I thought, God, I've spent years honing my craft, working so hard to tell a story. I want everybody to just be able to tell a good story. How do you think about not just AI, but the general democratization of access to tools in the context of people who are driven and want to become experts and want to become the best at what they do?
My ideal sentence communicates one thought clearly. And that's always kind of what I'm going for. And that's really hard to do. It's very
Really
tempting
hard
to jam multiple thoughts into a sentence. When I speak, if you listen to me, I read my own transcripts of the podcast all the time. And no one should do that, first of all. That's pure torture. Like, save yourself. I just did it. I tend to cram too many ideas into a sentence when I speak. And so when I write, I try to undo that. And so it's very difficult for me. And I spend a lot of time thinking about it. There is yet to be an LLM that can write like me.
Yeah.
It is just really difficult. I have producers on my show who try to write like me, so I can just read the copy and move on, and they can get to work. And they can't do it. And they know I don't mean to say that in like an egotistical way.
Yeah.
Just they have told me they can't. Like, this is not a thing that anyone can do. We're just going to put the words on a page, and you can rewrite them and get them out in your voice. I've been writing sentences and thinking about sentences intently for 15 or 20 years. I don't think everybody has the same relationship to sentences. That's just a personal quirk. At some point, the LLM might be able to write like me. That's a real thing that might happen. But my expertise is in knowing what to write about. And so this is a split that I would give you. Like, I care very deeply about the craft of communicating and how I communicate and what my voice is used for and how to deploy it in literal sentences. But for what is actually the problem. Right. And for what is like new ideas, fundamentally new ideas, like taking two new pieces of information and saying, okay, here is the story that these two pieces of information are trying to tell you. That's hard. And LLMs literally are statistical representations of the past. And so they will not be able to do that work. They will not be able to do that work